Two historical figures of the United States suffered throughout their time of service. Both were successful. Rivals savaged both. President Lincoln lost 8 elections, twice failed in business, and suffered a nervous breakdown. He finally won the presidency with 39.8% of the popular vote by winning against 3 Democrats who split the majority. A famous actor whom he admired fatally shot him at Ford's Theater. The other was born today in 1822. He finished in the middle of his class at West Point. His military career ended badly. His business life was even a worse disaster. When things were going badly for the Union in the Civil War, he was allowed to lead a ragtag bunch of volunteers. Hated by Congress, Lincoln took a chance on him. He changed the military strategy from taking land to dogging Lee's army until they were unable to continue. Surrendering at Appomattox Courthouse. The exaggerated legend of his drinking was justified by constant hangovers, which were actually stress-induced migraines. He was elected the 18th President of the United States after the impeachment of Andrew Johnson. Though he was scrupulously honest, it was the people he trusted that weakened his presidency. As a result, his accomplishments were limited to establishing the National Park Service and ratifying the 15th Amendment, which extended the vote to black men, being doggedly opposed to slavery and racism. Grant died penniless on July 23, 1885, just as his memoirs were being published, leaving his family nearly $450,000. 2 failures in life changed the fortunes of these United States. Sometimes failures can change the world. Jesus' own family considered him a failure at one time in his life. Then Jesus entered a house, and again a crowd gathered, so that he and his disciples were not even able to eat. When his family heard about this, they went to take charge of him, for they said, "He is out of his mind." Then Jesus' mother and brothers arrived. Standing outside, they sent someone in to call him. A crowd was gathering around him, and they told him, "Your mother and brothers are outside looking for you." "Who are my mother and brothers?" he asked. When he looked at those seated in a circle around him and said, "Here are my mother and my brothers. Whoever does God's will is my brother, sister, and mother." That's found in Mark's Gospel, chapter 3, verses 20 through 21 and 31 through 35. Later, Jesus evaluated this event by saying, "A prophet is not without honor except in his own town, among his relatives, and in his own home." That's Mark chapter 6, verse 4. If you've ever felt like a failure, Jesus understands. Sometimes he even makes failure into the seeds for success, changing our world. Faith keeps us going in those times. Have a great day.